Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be attempting to restore the Golf's headlights. That's the entirety of this video. I don't have a whole lot planned around it, but we're going to start off by going to the garage, as we do per usual, and going over what we're going to do. So, as you guys can see, this is my Mark V GTI, and today we're going to be attempting to restore the headlights for a second time. The first time I did this, I used a pretty cheap kit, and it turned out okay for a little while, but this time I really want to make sure we can get these properly good to go. So, as you can see, hopefully, they're a little yellowed and a little hazy on the outside here. What I'm going to do is start by popping the hood, masking off this area, and then we're going to get to sanding these headlights down with the kit, which I will show you right now. So the kit that I've decided to go with this time is the Griot's Garage Headlight Restoration Kit. This is a pretty simple kit still. However, it's a little bit better. You clean off the headlights and then you sand them down, coat them, and hopefully we can get these looking crystal clear. That is the goal here today. So let's start off by masking these headlights off. So I just got some basic painter's tape here, and I'm just gonna mask quite literally all the parts that are painted around the headlight to try and protect the paint. Now this paint is already pretty shot, if you can't tell in video already, so it's not like the end of the world if some of this solvent and or repair stuff gets on there, but we're gonna try to do our best to keep the damage down to a minimum so that if we ever do repaint this or decide to go a different route, we have something decent to work with. But I'll speed up the video now so you guys can just see me masking this. Alright, so there we have it. We have the headlights pretty well masked off. I might put one more big piece down here to catch anything that drips. But now we're going to unpack the kit and I believe start cleaning / sanding. Alright, so according to the instructions, the first step here is going to be using the oxidation remover. It does say to evenly wipe it in a scrubbing motion from top to bottom in a scrubbing motion. So I'm literally just going to go up and down across and then maybe side to side. It says to keep it folded, and yeah. So we'll see how well we can get this headlight looking with this oxidation remover. Now I should preface, it does say to wash your headlight / car before doing any headlight restoration on this vehicle. I washed semi the headlights, I didn't wash the whole car, but kind of a good practice to, you know, wash it before you get to doing this. And as you can see, there's already yellow coming out of that pad, which is pretty good actually. I'm not disdained by that. So this may take longer depending on how bad your headlights are. It does say to just keep going until the yellow is completely gone. And I will say this is extremely slippery and it's kind of hard to keep the pad, you know, in a good area. Alright, so that pad is pretty much used up and it's still a little yellow, but I'm hoping that when we start to sand it should be a little bit better. But not too bad already. Next it does say to rinse thoroughly and dry completely before proceeding to the next steps. So I'm gonna get some microfibers, clean this off and get this thing ready. So after wiping, I don't know if it showed up very well on camera, but the yellow is pretty much gone after I wiped away the juice of that pad, and it looks really freaking good already. But we're still gonna sand it down and give it a bit more of a chance at reviving. So there we go. Already that's leagues better. It's still not perfect, but I'm very happy with that. So let's move on to the next step. It's gonna be wet sanding with the included pads and this guy. So we'll take this out of the packaging and we'll get a spray bottle and we'll start doing this. So I'll time lapse this for you guys as well, but I got my water bottle. I'm gonna spray the headlight and I got the 1000 grit pad on here. I'm gonna go over the entire headlight and then we'll break it down. There's another 2000 and 3000 pad. There's one 2000 and one 3000, but there's two 1000s. Obviously because you're gonna get the most off with a rougher pad. So we're gonna do 1000, then the 2000, then the 3000, and then we will be applying the ceramic coating, which is pretty sick. So as you guys can see already, we have this kind of muddy looking water coming off. That's from the headlight, obviously, from sanding the lens. So I'm just gonna keep going. Hopefully we can get to a state where I'm happy with it, and then we can move on to the 2000 and 3000. It's very repetitive, but we'll get to the end of the sanding. All right, so I just finished sanding the driver's side headlight. As you can see, there's like an even fog across the entire lens. That's what you want. I did finish with the 3000, like it said, and we have a beautiful even fog. You are supposed to wipe these down. I did go ahead and do my best to wipe down the headlights and just let them air dry a little bit longer, because you don't want to apply the ceramic coat in the kit when these are wet or have any moisture on them. So they're completely dry now. We are going to give it our best shot and see what we can do with the ceramic coat. So it does say to wear gloves when doing this. It does provide one pair of gloves, but I just got some gardening gloves here that I'm gonna use. I don't know if it really matters that much. Probably does, but safety second, looks first or some shit. I don't know. All right, so this is the ceramic headlight coating. This is in the pack, like I said. I'm just gonna rip this thing open, and it does say to no pressure, gently wipe evenly across from top to bottom, so kind of up and down. I'm gonna actually go side to side, and it says to use a 50% overlapping technique, which I think we can do. Doesn't seem too hard. So I'm gonna get this pad out here, and hopefully, damn, it does smell strong, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so yeah, maybe do wear gloves, who knows? All right, so it has a little pad here. I'm gonna leave it folded up, to be honest. I don't see a reason to take it out of that. Seems like it's gonna be easier for me to do it this way anyways. All right, so here we go. We're gonna put it down and just kind of go lightly over. Again, I'm not using any pressure here at all. Just trying to get a good coat. Using that 50-50 overlap technique like they were saying. Come up here a little bit just because the edges are kind of hard to get. I do have one streak here that I'm gonna go back over. Get these corners. I know some people are probably yelling at me for doing that. Here, right there. Just run it across the bottom. And holy crap, that looks like a brand new headlight. That's incredible. Yeah, that's genuinely really, really good. I'm actually stoked on that. Let me get the top here as well. Not that I really need to, but. All right. Well, that's pretty freaking amazing. I hope that looked good on camera. I hope the reveal turned out as good as that is. That's insane. Now it does say just one coat. You don't need to do multiple coats over this. It's a one kind of thing with a light pressure on it. God, I'm gonna show you guys the passenger headlight now so you guys can see the difference here, but that's actually insane. And this took me about a total of like 15 to 20 minutes. My headlights weren't super oxidized, so the sanding didn't take as long as I'm assuming some of them will. But let me show you that passenger headlight so you guys get an idea of what's going on here. Here is the passenger headlight, as you can see. Yellowed, not super clear. And now let's show you the driver's side. Insane. The difference is actually phenomenal. If you take a step back here, we'll show you more kind of centered. I hope you guys can see that. There's a huge difference. I hope the lighting isn't messing that up, but yellowed, not restored yet. Restored, that is crazy. That is insane, the difference. God, I'm actually really stoked on that. And again, this took me like 15, 20 minutes and it looks like a completely new headlight. That's insane. So I'm gonna take this masking tape off and we will start on the passenger side. I won't show that process as it's gonna be the exact same as the driver's side. However, you should let these dry for 60 minutes before washing or driving the car. It does say that in the kit. That's why I'm doing it in the garage, so I can let it sit here and not get hit by dust or anything. But it does say to leave the tape on while it's drying for those 60 minutes. So we're gonna let that thing dry. This looks amazing. I'm stoked on this. Like I said, I'm gonna do the passenger side off camera because it's gonna be the same as the driver. But overall, pretty stoked on this. So there you guys have it. If you guys want to see more videos like this, we have a bunch of other cool videos doing how-tos and just like building cars on the channel. We also do drifting with my Z, and that is a whole thing in itself. That's very fun to watch. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to restore a headlight, and I also hope you enjoyed seeing the results kind of like as they go, because I am low-key blown away. This kit was way better than the last kit I used. So highly recommend. The kit itself was like 30 bucks or something at AutoZone. So stoked, very stoked. Like I said, subscribe, comment, like. There's a bunch of other good videos. I hope this helped you in your research trying to figure out what kit to go with or how to do it. 10 out of 10 I recommend this. Again, 15-20 minutes max on a slightly oxidized and yellowed headlight. What more can you ask for? Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
This won't clear my name.